All right. Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back. Trying this new Zoom thing. I guess this is the new thing now. Fourth time I've done this, episode 4, now joined by Fowlerville Athletic Director Brian Osborn. Brian, how are you handling all this?
Hey, we're hanging in there, Casey. Thanks for having me. I guess the thing out of this that we're really learning is gratitude. Appreciating the people that are on the front lines, appreciating the teachers that are putting things together. All those essential workers that are out there still helping us do the things we need to do. So we're making it through it. I know there's people that have it worse than us. So we're going to appreciate what we have and see what we can do to help other people out.
Big announcement from the MHSAA today with directly involving Fowlerville. Basically, you move up from Class B to Class A. What does that mean?
So basically, they go through their classifications and put people in their traditional Class A, B, C, D classes. But all of the state tournaments have turned into divisions. So our gymnastics team is going to stay where they're at, Division I. Our Division II teams, cross country for both boys and girls, soccer, boys and girls, volleyball, basketball, bowling, cheering, wrestling, golf for the boys, baseball, softball. Everybody's staying Division II where they were. Division III wise, tracks in Division II as well. Division III, our football team. So this year they came out and they're doing the classification or division listings at the beginning of the season instead of waiting until the end. And so this year we're a Division III. Last year, just based on playoff points and where everybody fit, we were a Division IV school. So at least this year we know where we're at. And then our girls golf team and our boys and girls tennis teams stay in Division III where they've always been.
Okay.
So really, no big change for us other than that one little classification thing at the beginning of the year.
Everyone's talking about this new playoff format. It'll be this year for football.
Yep.
You guys are in Division III. That's kind of where you expected to be.
Yes.
How do you think that'll all work since going on having a season?
Well, first of all, that's our job is, we're agents of hope. We've got to be optimistic. We have to, I believe that, the people out there are doing what they can to get us testing and to eventually get us a vaccine and those kind of things to help us through this. Sports, yes, we want it back badly, but not at the risk of, somebody dying. There's way bigger things in sports. So if we can get it back and we get a full season, fantastic. If we get it back and we get an abbreviated season, we'll take what we can get. But it's got to be safe. And that's the big thing there. So in terms of, coming back, we want to, our kids are chomping at the bit. In terms of what's it going to look like for the playoff system, for us, I think, we're a good school. We've got some very good athletes, a good coaching staff. We expect to be in the playoffs. That's our job this year. And that's what our kids have been thinking about ever since, the final seconds ticked off the clock up at Atwood Stadium against Powers. So they've been working hard, whether it was playing another sport and staying in shape and competing, or being in the weight room during the off season, or now at home, continuing to work out and doing things to maintain what they've put in and built.
Before the stay-at-home order, I know the facilities have been working on scoreboards for baseball, softball. What else has been going on before?
Yeah. So we've had a lot of activity on campus over a year now. Our soccer facility had a complete overhaul. Unlike some of the other schools in our county, we like natural grass, and we're going to stay with natural grass. So our soccer field playing surface was very, very good. We put up a new scoreboard, new dugouts, new press box, new seating for the spectators there. Football, new LED lights, new press box, baseball, softball, press boxes, new scoreboards at those. And then at our Trek complex, which is not around our football field for people that haven't been there, we completely redid everything, all the way down to drainage, moved all our field events into one area, brand new 8-lane track, 500 seating for everybody with a press box. We were really excited. We were scheduled to host the MITCA team state championships this year for Division II. Hopefully we get to keep that and get a chance at it next year. Our coaches put a lot of planning into it, but it's been awesome. Our community values educational athletics, and we're really excited that they believed in us enough to pass part of that millage so we could improve the facilities for our kids.
You checked in with coaches, players. How's everybody doing on that end?
Yeah. We're doing okay. We've had a couple virtual coaches meetings. We had our scholar athletes. So the CAAC, we honor our top 10 two-sport athletes, and we checked in with them on Monday and had a nice little virtual award ceremony. The best we could do with that, just to try to keep some normalcy. Kids are doing okay. Parents are doing okay. There are people out there that we know have been affected by this, and it becomes real. And so that helps us put some things into perspective. But the next thing we're going to do, we're going to try to have some community forums with our kids, bring them in, try to find out what they need, what they want, or just chat, just check on the mental well-being of them, see where they're at with their academics. We're starting our online schooling. So we need to make sure that they're doing everything that they can, just to keep them on pace. So next year when we return, they're ready to go. Keep them eligible for, the things that they want to do on that other side.
Have you heard anything with I know there's a lot of things with graduation, with prom. Have you heard anything with that? Have you spoken with Brad Lusk or Wayne or anybody like that?
Yeah. We've, unfortunately, just where we're at, I think, the proms, those kind of things, those extra things are probably going to have to, and those are suspended right now, but they're probably going to be canceled. And that's, I didn't look at some of the emails. I've been working on some of the athletic stuff today, but graduation wise, and we're still holding out hope. I don't know how late you go. I mean, if you go into August, you got kids that are going back to school. In my opinion, a timeline is probably mid-July. Would probably be kind of your last ditch effort to have something in place.
Yeah.
The other options, you can do drive-by, probably not a great term there, drive-by, but drive-through graduation. But you want to keep those, you want to have that personal touch on things. And so that's why we've suspended that, just to hold out hope so we can give the kids that graduation, give the parents that graduation. And then ultimately, if they can get an open house and have that normal feel of the end of their senior year, that's what we're trying to do.
I also kind of spoke with the MHSA last week. Mm-hmm. It's fans in the stands for fall. I think I've heard, is it your call or is it the MHSA's call? I mean, by you, I mean the individual athletic director.
So that's one that we haven't gotten a lot of clarification on. In our opinion, I think it's going to come down to, we're going to look at their guidance. We're going to look at the state's guidance. And then as a district, I think it's going to be in our hands, how we want to handle it. What's the most important thing here is keeping people safe. And if we can give our kids an opportunity to have that normal high school experience and play, it'd be great to have it, even if that means there's no fans or limited fans.
Okay. And lastly, I know the online school's kind of getting going today. How was that? I know you got kids of your own.
I do. My wife and I have turned into second grade and fifth grade teachers, and it's a challenge. it's a challenge. I mean, especially you look outside and you got a beautiful sunny day here in Michigan. So they want to be outside doing more phys ed than math or reading, but they're getting there. The continuity learning plan that everybody's putting out. It's working. It's going to work. Our teachers are. I can't thank them enough. Being in on staff meetings and administrative meetings, they are just they're rocking it. They put so much time and effort into making these things work, and I can't be more proud of our staff. And yeah, it's amazing.
All right, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking to you probably once before all this starts when we get to August. It could be well different by that time. So we'll have to see how this goes.
Let's hope so. And, if we need to, Casey, get back with us and maybe we can even do some preview stuff with some of our athletes.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Casey.